So sometimes you just gotta let your kids stay home and play hooky. Yep. Tell people how sick you are today. How sick you are today.
Really, I've been on the can for quite a while and I had a lot of diarrhea.
Okay, let's... Anywho, Jason's home because we're working on his scout truck. That's like, if anyone has kids that are in Cubs, there's a thing called Cub cars where you build your car and the car goes down the track and then it's like a race and the kids can win awards and stuff. That's if you're in Cubs. And then when you get into just regular scouts, then there's scout trucks here in Canada where you make like a transport tractor trailer and it goes down the ramp and does pretty much the same thing. There and there. Now don't go telling his teacher that he's not homesick. I mean, he does actually feel a little bit sick, like he said. He spent like all morning in the bathroom and stunk it up. But that's not why he's home. I decided last night he was gonna stay home because we're a week late. We screwed up. Cubs sent us the email and they were like, you gotta have the trucks ready by this time for this to happen, and we didn't have them ready. We're off by a week, so he's home today and we're making up for it because Dad's an idiot and Mom's an idiot and Jason's just getting a free day off because of it. Hey, shut up, you get a free day off because of this. Alright, so it might just look like Jason's just playing with Lego, but Jason's got a reason for why he's sitting here fiddling with the Lego. Jason, you want to explain why?
I'm hoping to build like a Lego scene inside here, like with all the people just walking around making something.
Oh, he's grabbing your stuff, is that okay?
No, it's not.
Robert?
But I want PlayStation.
Yeah, but it's Jason's and he built it and we have a Lego rule, buddy. When someone builds it, you don't play with it. You have to build your own stuff to play with or ask for someone to build something for you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Jason?
This giant guy is going to be in pieces. This giant guy is going to be in pieces. I'm going to put him in here in pieces.
I think Robert's trying to say something to you. He's grabbing your face.
Can you build some for me?
Okay.
So what Jason and I are doing right now is we're going to fire up the belt sander and we're going to rough sand out the body of this transport, and then Jason's going to finish by hand sanding the body smooth, and then we're going to paint it. But first comes the fun part, the belt sander. See how smooth that is, bud?
Yep.
Nice and smooth. Okay, let's sand the side.
Okay.
Alright man, so we've gotten that much done, the rough sanding, so now you need to go and do the hand sanding part. Let me know when it's done, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I realized that Jason actually didn't do a whole heck of a lot of the actual sanding. He did some, but I didn't let him do all of it because the thing is with these scout cars, you get one kit. And if you mess it up, you mess it up. You just have this ugly, stupid looking car or truck, depending on if you're in Cub Scouts or Scouts. And so I let him do some of it, but it's with my supervision so that he has a good product. Because in the end, these Cub cars and the Scout truck, that's going to be the kind of thing that he has for years to come as a memento, a remembrance of his time there. Because God knows this kid hasn't been trying to get badges lately. Alright, so tell people where we're at now.
We're at the painting stage. We're going to be painting this part red with this spray paint, and this part blue with this blue spray paint.
And it's auto spray paint, so it's got a really tough finish, as opposed to just using modeling paint or like regular liquid tempera paint, right?
Yeah, because that wouldn't really do good. But this stuff is way better.
You gotta do that for a minute. You gotta shake up the paint cans to get the paint properly mixed, alright? For like a minute. So now we need to find a place to actually do all the spray painting. We actually would have used a table in the past, but the glass top of our previous backyard table got smashed because Margaret was cutting pumpkins with me and here's the video. You look constipated. I said badass, not like you have to poo. Okay, it's not a bat. Ooh. Oh, Jesus frickin' Murphy. You smashed the table, girl. Yep. That couldn't have gotten any worse. Yeah, that's what happened right there. And then we have a cart that we usually use, but that's buried behind the shed, so we're not gonna get that out. So we're gonna use this. Now you're probably thinking, there's a plant in there. How are you gonna use that? It's simple. We'll just take the plant and we'll just toss it over there. Ta-da! All right, grab your bits of your truck there and we'll bring them over here. We're gonna spray them one at a time. So bring your cab. not at the back, the cab. That's the part where the driver sits. And just set it just gently right here on the metal wire. Well, I can't spray it in there, bud. Up top. There you go. And that's perfect. I can spray it up there. Now I'm gonna do the first coat because the first coat is really important, and Jason still isn't that skilled with the spray can, but then he'll paint some of the other subsequent layers of paint afterwards. All right, so you want to spray evenly, right?
Yeah.
Nice and even all the way across it.
Let's get
like
to the
that.
other side.
Otherwise, it won't look right. So we're gonna go around it, do a nice even coat, first coat of paint. We're outside, the temperature's just right, so it should dry pretty quickly. Like, we should be able to put on more than a few layers of paint today, no problem. Now, we're not actually using any kind of primer on this because it is just a scout truck and there's no need to put primer on this. I suppose we could if we wanted to get really technical about it, but this will dry just fine. After a few layers of paint on this, it'll look just fine. All right, so I'm gonna give you this can and you're gonna paint the blue by yourself. Okay. This is the first time you've ever done the first coat of paint. This is a first for you in life, so don't screw it up.
I'll do the top first, okay?
Yep, go across it even, nice and evenly.
Oh, this is a lot better than I thought it would be.
Okay, stop. Now, can you see what you're doing wrong? You're piling it all on there like that. You wanna go more like this. See how it's a thinner layer? You've got this puddle on top there.
Okay.
And that's gonna dry kind of weird. Actually, you know what? That should have been sanded. Yeah, that probably should have been sanded. Quick, let's wipe it off. Sand it. All right, so we've sanded it. We're gonna try again, all right?
Okay,
all right, go for it, bud. Okay, now see how, no, you're still bunching it, buddy. Check it out. See how you just like pulled it? Evenly. You should have gone from the top and gone across like this.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And then you do this. It's got to be even. See how it's not pooling when I spray it? It's because I'm not going like this. Like you're holding the trigger down for a long time. And that's too much.
Okay, you're not going like that long.
See that? No pooling.
Hey Dad, can I have one last try?
Of course you can, but I'm doing that bottom coat. I was gonna let you do it, but that base coat is really important that it doesn't end up all messed up and pooled. Okay, spray this back cap here.
Okay, I think I got this time.
Okay, good enough for a first coat.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, that looks way better than the red.
Well, and this is gonna look really nice with the blue trailer and the red cab. It's gonna look good. You see, if the paint is pooling on whatever it is you're spray painting, it's not gonna paint properly. You're gonna have thicker spots where you now have to apply more coats. Where you apply more coats, thinner, and the paint actually goes on better. Jason's still learning that. So here it is. This is the final painted product.
Yep.
For the scout truck. What do you think? Jason, do you think it looks good?
I think it looks great.
Robert, what do you think of this, bud? Do you like the color?
Yep.
Looks like Optimus Prime kind of, eh? Red and blue. Very good, buddy. High fives for getting the colors right. Boom! The Green Lantern looks like he's taking a dump.
No, he's driving.
on the roof?
No, he's driving down. A giant son of a guy. Tonight. Wow.
So that's the kind of thing that Jason's thinking right there, but I can't really stick anything on there because the glue hasn't dried yet, right? Yeah. So you'll put all that stuff on tomorrow and it'll be completely finished and then they'll put the wheels on in Cub Scouts, correct?
What is this?
That's an antenna. How else are you going to listen to some rockin' tunes on the radio unless you have an antenna?
That might be too high for like the thing. It might just hit it off.
Well, then they could just snip it. Or set it on fire. Or set you on fire.
I need to have a metal piece going like this for the tube. I was going to have it here, but this would not look right.
You don't look right. Anyway, we're done for the night. Hold on, I gotta put these down. Yeah, we're done for the night. We kind of got procrastinating, and that was as far as we were able to get. So anyway, like I said, the glue has to dry, so we can't stick anything on anyway. He's already got the whole thing that's gonna get built and gonna go in here. He's already got it all set, like put together and stuff like that. So it'll just be a case of tomorrow popping it on there, taking it to Cub Scouts. Pretty simple stuff, right? Anyway, that's our time for today. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. It really means a lot to us. Jason's going to be going to bed now. There's no more time to work on the truck anyway, even if the glue did dry fast enough. So it just is what it is. There won't even be any footage of the truck going down the track. Like usually we do a Cub Scout video every year where you see the Scout cars. But this year, you're not going to see it because we're going up north. So it just is what it is. I'll let you know though how he does, right? You'll let him know how it does? Like what place you get, if you get anything?
Yeah.
Awkward!